What's up, everybody? I am Gandhi, and today I am super pumped. This is my first ever Ambush Halo commentary on their channel. Like this is such an honor, and I actually have a Richie Heinz gameplay here, and it's going to be Extraction on Haven. Now, the big thing about this gameplay, it's actually a professional online scrim versus the other pro team, Infamous. So it's kind of two juggernauts clashing head-to-head, which we could actually see this matchup at the upcoming AGL 8, which is this weekend. Now, before I get into the gameplay and the teams and everything like that, we have an announcement to make. Ambush and myself have decided to partner up in the content scene of things and really bring you guys the best content possible. So really, you know, a lot of people will probably ask, like, why is he doing this when he could do something else? The main thing is that myself and Ambush are all really good friends. When we hang out at events, or when there's events, we all hang out. And, you know, we always all get along, and that's kind of the beauty of it. So we figure, you know, we might as well have a good time and bring you guys the best content possible. So if you guys ever want a specific gameplay from a specific player, just let myself or Tyler Hoyt know, and we'll bring you that gameplay, and we'll break it down for you the best way we can. I mean, really, right now, Ambush is the premier Halo 4 team. They have yet to be tested, and I think what better way to learn than from the best, right? But so let's talk about Extraction on Haven. So right now you're seeing as Ambush is basically going to be walking away with this first extraction site. If you aren't familiar with how extraction works, basically the sites move from A, B to C on this map. It goes from top middle to bottom closed to bottom open. Now that top middle hill, it is really the one that is kind of dicey. It can get kind of hectic. But this bottom B one that you're going to be watching, it is really the most, you have to be so obedient with it. And what I mean by that is you have to know when to disconnect. There are so many lines of sight to this B extraction that you can really get carried away. So right now, we're going to take a look at Richie Heinz. You see this angle he has right here? This is Red Bridge. You have the same exact line of sight over on the blue side. But the thing about it is you can see, you can do two things. You can stay on the bridge and you can put down shots and hit the guys at the extraction, or you can do what Richie Heinz does and drop down, get your eagle on bottom red, and get your nose a little bit dirty as you just challenge them right away. So that puts them in a dilemma. Do they try to shoot down the guys off the bridge, or do they try to kill the guy who's right next to them? And normally what happens is normally one teammate of yours is going to die, but regardless, you're still going to be able to take control of the map this way. So look, this is a perfect extraction setup for them. So Richie Heinz is now going to be moving top middle, and really the main thing you want to do when you have B is you cannot get arrogant. You always have to have your eyes on that B extraction. It's realistically, it should be the most guaranteed extraction site if you get it first. Very rarely do we see teams actually convert B and keep it. Normally we see like a desperation convert and they get it, but all four members of their team die and it doesn't work, which is exactly what we're getting ready to see here as Richie Heinz picks up a double kill. Here's another guy. Oop! Nope, his teammate gets it because Richie Heinz, as everyone knows, he doesn't get kills, he gets assists. But so look at that, right? So Infamous tried to desperation it, but they weren't able to keep their control. So now Ambush is still in control. And when you have control of B, you're going to see that Snipe Down and or Formal, whoever has the sniper, is going to sit on one of those ramps to see the extraction. They're going to sit there with the sniper and they're going to use their long range to their advantage. And the key is to just stay alert. You always want to stay alive when you have the sniper on this map. And if you don't stay alive and you lose the sniper, normally you won't lose B, but taking over C when it goes over there is going to be very, very difficult. Just because you have to go from B to C. It's across the map, easy lines of sight. You don't really want to deal with it. But really, B here, the main thing you guys should be taking from B is you have one good push to make. If you make one good push, you can possibly take back B. But if you lose it, you have to say, you know what, screw it, we're going for C. Which is exactly what Infamous should be doing in this situation. We should have never seen any of those pushes. They should have said, screw it, let's just go for C. And then what happens is Ambush has to go, okay, guys are setting up for C. We have to play this very, very cautiously because we don't want to lose our lead. We don't want to go from a 2-0 lead to now a 2-1 lead, right? Because this game, anything can happen. But let's talking about C here. The main thing about C is notice where the arm is actually planted. So whatever side of bottom open you plan it on is where the extraction sits. It's not like that whole area. It's just one specific ball. So they planted it red side. And although they're sitting primarily on blue side, it's just because they were taking fire. They're going to hold down the red side of the map here, and it's going to just make for the lines of sight easy. Look at Formal right here, hiding red side. Ooh, no shields. Ooh, why is he going for the arm? No one has any idea. Formal was no shields. No one has any idea why he didn't go for that. But so look, you're seeing as you have Ola sitting red side, Richie Heinz is going to be getting that spawn blue side, which means that the enemy team is going to be red. And now that was an easy extraction for them. And the main thing about that is you just want to hold the side of the map that you arm the bot. Now, when you segue from bottom C to A, you have to know one thing. They know you're going to be at open, and so you have to be careful. Like, Richie Heinz gets taken out, Snipe Down's getting hit with a nade. You're basically waiting for your next set of spawns unless you can be sneaky and get away. But really, it's kind of like you're kind of screwed. But so look, now Richie Heinz is going to be going for the extraction. He has two things he can do here. He can drop down bottom open, or he can push red side. Now, the reason why I said red side and not blue side is because he armed it red side. So he drops bottom open, and now he's going to be coming up red. The reason he does that is so he can get the easy angle on anyone who's trying to get that desperation disarm. And it's something that, even though these are professional players, sometimes your emotions and really just the situation gets the best of you, and you'll just mindlessly run for that extraction site. Like I said, this is probably the most obedient game type we have out of the 11. You have to know when to quit. So Richie Heinz now is going to be moving over to the closed side of the map, and by holding Mohawk, it gives him a very easy line of sight here, and he can also make different moves. He can do the jump that you just saw from red leg to red plat, or he can just simply drop down bottom middle and then jump back up, and he could also... It's a really risky play, but you could also drop from top closed and go underneath to open. Now, I don't recommend that push, but we have in time seen it work in the past. And the reason why it works is just because no team ever predicts that. So right now it's 4-0. They are one extraction away from 5-0ing Team Infamous on this extraction Haven game type. So Richie Heinz now, they have B locked. And what did we say about B? Who out here is paying attention? Who's paying attention? What do we say? If you arm it first, you should be able to get it. But the other thing is you have to play it slow. Look at this. Ola's going to poke out. He's going to notice two guys are there. He's going to back out. There's a couple seconds. Richie Heinz playing it slow. And that's all she wrote for the members of Infamous. Thank you guys for watching. I am Gandhi. I will be bringing you more videos. That's all I wanted to say. Am I good?